Gentlemen, joining me now, Boris Epshteyn, Republican political strategist and senior advisor for the Trump campaign. Great to see you, sir.
Thank you for having me,
I got to tell you, I've watched you for a long time defending Donald and putting out the information, and I think you and another person or two or three at the top. You're top of the line
that's so nice of you to say. I really
of the
appreciate
Trump
that.
spokespeople.
Thank you so much.
And I wish there were more like you. So you were with Donald yesterday.
Yes.
You actually introduced him at an event in Ohio. But before we get to that, you're also the co-host of Trump Live,
Yes.
which is on Facebook Live. Talk about that.
So it's something that we came up with at the Trump campaign. It was the idea of Avi Berkowitz, who works in digital at the Trump campaign, a really good, young, smart guy, actually graduated Harvard Law. And he worked up this idea together with our war room and said, why don't we bring the message directly to the people? Because it's obvious that the left-wing media, CNN, MSNBC, are distorting our message, something you just talked about in your open,
so? Yeah.
right? The Don Lemon giggles, frankly not putting our strongest people on TV, but while still having some people on, some good people on, but not even giving them the voice that should be heard. So we decided to bring our message directly to the people, and that's what we're doing. So on Mr. Trump's Facebook page, every day, we have Trump Tower Live, Trump Live. Yesterday, I had the great pleasure of interviewing Mr. Trump on the Facebook Live page from Ohio. We did it right before one of his rallies.
That's great.
And I interviewed him for 6 minutes. Again, and that's him talking directly to the people about his message on national security, on the economy, on Obamacare, repealing Obamacare, on the fact that Hillary Clinton is disqualified from becoming president. So every day, we're actually doing it at different times throughout the day. It's, we're having it out there on Mr.
Facebook
Trump's
Live,
Facebook page, hashtag Trump Live. And if you check out Mr. Trump's Facebook page, Facebook/Donald Trump.
Is this a forerunner? Some people have speculated about a Trump TV network afterward. You know anything about that?
It's not. It is a vehicle to bypass the left-wing media and to go right to the voters. And that's what Mr. Trump has done throughout this run, right? Throughout this whole campaign, from right before he announced to now, he's always spoken directly to the people. And he's someone who relates to the people so well, whereas Hillary Clinton already said she's, removed from the middle class?
Yeah, absolutely, she is. Okay. We have polls that are all over the place.
Yes.
We got encouraging polls the other day from Bloomberg in Florida and some other independent polling in Ohio and 3 down in Pennsylvania when they said it was lost.
Right.
And there's other numbers out today. The ABC News poll, which was 12, is now 4. Fox, which was 7, is now 3. And we have the gentleman from this AI Systems who's correctly predicted the last 3 presidential elections, says Trump. Today, as opposed to Hillary. So tell me what the thinking inside the campaign is, because there's the naysayers in the media and some Republicans are saying it's too much to overcome. The polls, he hasn't taken a lead anywhere in any polls nationally. It's not going to happen. What does the campaign say?
Well, actually, nationally, we are leading in several polls. We're leading in the LA Times tracker.
Yeah, and Investment Business Daily, I think you're down 2 today in that one. And Rasmussen's been close. There are 3 that it's been very close. Yeah.
And so the polls are obviously tightening. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
If you look at the map, Steve, right, it's all about the electoral map. It's not a national election in the end. It's a state-based election. So if you look at where we are, we're going to win Florida. There's a Dixie Strategies poll that came out yesterday. Excuse me. We're up by 3. A poll came out today. We're up by 4. We will win Florida. Mr. Trump's second home, and also a place where his message is resonating so well on illegal immigration.
If you win Florida, that's a big cog. Yeah.
We'll win Ohio. We'll win North Carolina.
You're confident about North Carolina?
Very confident North Carolina. A lot of those military voters again who are hurt by the Clinton economy, by NAFTA, by trade. So that's where we are. And from then on, we'll get to 266. And the media narrative has been, well, you're stuck at 266. Right. Incorrect. We're going to win New Hampshire. Our internal polls show us extremely strong in New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes. We're already at 270. For a good measure, we will win Maine second, and then we're looking very strong in the state of Colorado. We're looking very strong in Colorado. But then you go beyond that. The new Virginia poll just came out that's showing us at 7 in single digits. And as you're seeing with these other polls,
if you won Virginia, that would be.
And historically, Virginia used to be a red state. Northern Virginia changed it a little bit, but Virginia is on the table. Michigan is on the table, and we haven't even talked about it yet. The state of Pennsylvania. where we're only down by a couple of points. It's tightening. And if you look at what Pennsylvania is, right, you've got Pittsburgh, you have Philadelphia, and then you have a lot of rural communities, those steel communities, again, so hurt by the Clinton economy, would be so hurt by the TPP, which would cost millions of jobs, which we know Hillary Clinton is in favor of. A lot of Catholics.
Yes.
And we know what the Clintons think about the Catholics.
Well, that's interesting you say that, because I know it and you know it, and Donald Trump brought it up at the dinner, but failed to bring it up, unfortunately, at the debate. And that's why I say, and we talking beforehand, I know Donald Trump just signed a $10 million check, I guess, for ads. I'd love to see an ad that highlights that email of the Hillary Clinton people bashing Catholics.
Here's the beauty of this campaign, and this goes back a little bit to the social media angle. With a tweet, with a Facebook post, Mr. Trump
10 million
reaches
people.
as many, if not more, people than with an ad. And we are doing that. And actually, during the Facebook Lives, we play a lot of ads. A lot of our, those ads, they're not commercials, they're ads that are out there. So people on Facebook, and just yesterday for that interview I mentioned, 2 million people saw it.
That's great.
And overall, we reached over 7 million people.
That's
So
great.
we have that reach. I agree with you. Ads obviously are important, but we are going out there and reaching the American people on these messages.
Let me ask you, you flew all over yesterday. Trump today is going to be in Iowa, New Hampshire. Did I write Maine?
New Hampshire, Maine, Iowa, and then ending in Colorado.
And then Colorado. I didn't even know about that one. This is a 70-year-old man.
Right.
I mean, he is doing things. He's making 5, 6, 7 stops a day all over the country, flying this way and then that way and then this way again. And he looks great. He's got a little sore throat, which I have a little sore throat. And I'm not doing it. Yeah, but the point is, he's got great stamina.
He's actually he's unbelievable stamina. He's in great health. I didn't hear yesterday. He was probably one of the best I've seen him. And what's interesting about it is that last speech in Geneva, Ohio, he was as, if not more energized than he was for the first speech. I mean, he is a dynamo. He's going through the day, and it's not just the speeches. Keep in mind, he did 3 speeches yesterday. He also did an O'Reilly interview.
Yes.
He did local interviews.
And your interview.
And he did our interview. So this is someone who's working all day long. What's Hillary Clinton doing? What is Hillary Clinton doing?
As he said to Dana Bash, doing 1 appearance and going home to sleep.
Exactly. And today she'll do, I think, 1, maybe 2 sort of powder puff
like she's
Iowa appearances, and that's it. And Iowa is a state that her team referred to as flyover country.
We got 30 seconds. Talk to the folks. There's the camera. The folks that are saying, can he do it? Yeah, I know you're very confident.
Absolutely. We're going to do it. We're going to win, but we need all of your support. We need you to go out there. We need you to vote in the early voting states, in Ohio, in North Carolina, in Florida, where we're already leading. And then November 8th, go out there to the polls, because we all want a country that's rid of this rigged system, that's rid of the corruption, rid of the collusion. We need to change the system, and we need a great country. Again, Donald Trump will get that done.
Boris Epshteyn, thank you so much. Come back if your schedule permits. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Anytime.
Boris Epshteyn, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Boris for stopping up, and Peter Marisi and Wayne Allen Root joined me for the panel. Don't go anywhere.